almost that, you know, Dundee have secured their Premiership status. How does that feel for you?
Yeah, a bit of both of those feelings. I'm delighted to be back next year in the Scottish Premiership. It's never, we said that, we spoke about it a few weeks ago, that it's never nice to be down fighting away. And it's never a feeling that I want to accept. But unfortunately we found ourselves in that position through reasons that I've already spoke about throughout this season. But I think when the split was made and when I said to the lads that what was going to be required, I think they've really come through, and we should have taken something from our game but didn't. But we needed a big save from Elliott clearly to get the 3 points we're after against Hamilton, but to win against Hamilton here in a high pressure match, hugely pressured match at St Johnstone here, and then to go up to a side that are, you know, fighting for their lives, and they know how important that win is, to go up there and come away with a clean sheet and a win has been absolutely magnificent. It shows you the effort and grind of the boys, the support of the fans. I think we've all really come together, and it really does set us up nicely for next season, because we've done a lot of hard work behind the scenes that sometimes the results are the face of whether you're progressing or not. But we have put a lot of things in place that's going to put us, I think, in a good position next year. I want to finish off this season with a win, that goes without saying. So tomorrow we have to be professional, and we have to go about our business in the right way, and I want to send the home fans away happy again, and that would be a third win in a row at home, which would be great. Yeah.
And you know, you can influence really what happens there, but does that come into your mind, or is it all about yourself and getting points?
I've got no real interest in what happens elsewhere. I don't want to be drawn into what I'd rather and what I wouldn't, but all I'm interested in, and I always have been interested in, is what we do here at this club, and that's why I'm saying we want to have another win, because it would be a good way to end the season, positive. Now, if that helps one side out, fine, but what I said after the game, after Ross County, was it would be really professional in our approach. I wouldn't just be making wholesale changes and going into this and being disrespectful to the other teams, because I know how important these games are to both Ross County and Partick Thistle. So we have to do that right, and we're looking to win the game.
What do you expect from them tomorrow with so much at stake? All out,
leaving nothing on the pitch. I expect them to absolutely empty everything. I've read some comments in the paper leading into this game from a number of the players, and of course Archie, and they know what's at stake. So we understand that they'll be coming looking to win. In fact, one of the comments were that a draw isn't even enough, you know, because they can't consider that Ross County won't win the game. So they'll be at it. But when a team play with risk, they leave themselves sometimes a little bit exposed, and that's where we look really dangerous against Ross County. I said to them at half time, after we got a 1 goal advantage, that I said that the risk would come, and then we could hit on the break with our quick players, and we should have had another couple of goals. So should we need to defend on Saturday, we will do, and then we'll look to try and go and hit on the break, because when a team need something so badly and it's a win they said they're after, then of course they're going to be a little bit open, and we have to make sure that we're there to capitalise on that.
How, you touched on it earlier, but how do you sort of assess the season? Do you feel you have moved Dundee forward this season in a good position going into next?
Well, yeah, I absolutely believe that we have, in terms of all that work I spoke about. Sometimes doesn't go noticed. Like I said, the way the club play now is totally changed, in my opinion. It happens right through the development squad. I think we have really good results from that, and you look at tangible results, so where we finished in the league, but what I look at as well is progression of the kids. Now we have I think 6 or 7 graduates from that into our team. There may be 1 or 2 again tomorrow, and that has to be an aim of this club, because we can't afford to go out and spend fortunes, so we have to develop, and the boys have to develop at a rate where I can use them in the first team. Can't be like a 2-3 year job, you know, they have to be accelerated, and that's why I use them within the first team environment, so they feel comfortable should they be asked to come in. I had it when I was 16, 17, thrown in at the deep end sometimes, but it was sink or swim. But we're trying to create an environment here where we're still going forward as a first team, and I'm not happy with my position this year, absolutely not. I set ourselves higher targets, but the foundations I believe are in. We're already ahead in terms of targets for recruitment for the summer, and if we get a number of those, then it'll help us.
pressure's off Dundee for tomorrow, and certainly all on Partick Thistle. Does that make the game easier for Dundee players to play in tomorrow? Because there's nothing on the
Well, it shouldn't. I answered this question during the week at Ross County. The pressure's off in respect to where our finishing position is, so that's pretty nailed in. But the pressure is not off in terms of a desire from me to get a proper performance and a win. We owe it to the fans. If this club is to move forward, the mentality has to be the way that we look to try and do business properly. Now, there's boys out there who are looking at contractual situations. There's boys out there looking at thinking, right, what impact my thoughts for next season. But there's boys out there that have a real professionalism about them. They want to do things right and carry out that message that we try to drive forward all season. So, an element of, we've not got that pressure of the relegation, but equally, I've never placed any fear on my team to play the way I want them to play. There's an expectation on them to be brave, and that will not change tomorrow. So if that alleviates any sort of apprehension in our play, because I don't think we have had fear this season, then great, and maybe we'll see maybe the odd bit more risk in our play, which at this time of the season, as you say, the position we're in, maybe that could be quite good.
Simon Murray back on the goal scoring sheets.
Yeah, pleased for him.
Please.
Yeah, really pleased for him. He had a couple of chances and a wee bit hard on himself, but listen, he got the goal that was most important for us to win the game. I think he worked really tirelessly up front. And then I know how much he wants to score here at Dens Park, so he'll have an opportunity tomorrow to get on the pitch at some point and get that goal that I think he so badly craves.
Is he a player that you like to keep here longer at the end?
Well, Simon's a quality player. I think it'd be very disrespectful of me to speak about Simon. He's a Hibs player, and I'm thankful that Hibs have loaned him to us. He's made an impact, he's scored a few goals, he's made an impact in his performances, and I wouldn't disrespect the club, neither the player as well, to comment on that. But he's a great player. I've loved him being here, and we'll get some more work out of him tomorrow.
How are you just looking into next season, planning on bringing things forward, as you mentioned?
Things are in place just now already, targets, and Graham and I and the staff will work through those over the coming weeks and months, hopefully weeks, because I want to get things in place if I can before pre-season happens. But it's everything else. You've got a list of targets to try to get them off the line. It's so difficult, especially in the pond that we're fishing in. We have to be really prudent. We have to be mindful of the fact that our budget, so it becomes difficult. But if we get the guys over the line that we're after, then I'll be delighted.
Very exciting.
Very exciting, aye. It's been a real exciting year for me. I've had to deal with a lot of stuff in my first full year in management, some personal issues as well I've had to deal with along the way. But it's been brilliant. I've loved every minute of it. I'm proud that we're going to have another go in the Premiership next year, and I'm hopeful that it'll be a much more successful season than the one that we're just having.
Do you feel that you've learned a lot and you've improved?
Massively, man. Oh, massively. Listen, I'm learning all the time, so starting out being a footballer and coming through, you have to earn your way. It is in the deep end. I've made lots of mistakes, but I've learned from them. I think both Graham and I have learned from them, and hopefully that'll make us better and more successful in the future.
I can't believe it's been a year.
I know, I'm really looking forward to the game tomorrow, but the work doesn't stop for me or Graham. I think it's that work that we said we're going to try to do after the season will start immediately, so no rest for the wicked.
I know. Any team news?
Team news is we've got a number of injuries. A lot of boys playing through the pain barrier going into these last couple of games, Hamilton, Ross County, and there's a few still bumps and bruises to carry. Stephen Cocker, Josh Meekings, Dan Adis clearly suspended. So we've got our problems there in terms of those boys, but as I said to you, I think the good thing for us is that we've had a strong squad and it's been competitive. Allied to the fact that those boys I spoke about from development age have been pushing to be introduced, and I'm really looking forward to tomorrow.
Scott Bain seems to have sorted out his future. Does that kind of put that behind you? Obviously it's a little bit of a problem here during the season, but
Scott Bain was behind me when I went to Hibs and Celtic, so Elliot's come in and he was fantastic, and he signed a new deal at Celtic there, and he'll leave us.